Joining us is senior journalist Shakhar Iyer. Mr. Iyer, welcome to DD India News Hub. Now, to begin with, what, according to you, were some of the highlights or takeaways from the President's address?
Thank you, Rameshji.
Welcome.
President, as she recalled, that Republic Day is a good occasion to go back and forth and see where we were when we got our independence, where this country became a republic, and then the kind of challenges we faced, and the journey that we have undertaken thus far, and the journey ahead.
True.
And what we are doing in different sectors, different sections, how people are being empowered, particularly the weaker sections are being empowered, women in particular, our tribal community, the oppressed classes, how they are being empowered through various schemes and initiatives, as well as what our youth are doing today, how they are benefiting from various schemes. And then she also touched upon how our armed forces are working round the clock to keep us safe and to put fear in the minds of our, I would say, enemies who do not wish to see India progress. And also how our government, our leadership, is working towards bringing about big transformation in our governance system, in the way the deliveries are made at exactly at the grassroots level. There are several things that are happening. She recapitulated various schemes that are in operation, and particularly our success in digital payments, which has been a great story, which has become an example for the rest of the world to emulate. And she also spoke about how this is an important year because this is 150 years of the Vande Mataram, a song that whenever sung, it stirs the deepest feelings for our country. And she did mention about social reformers like Sri Rana Guru, whose message continues to guide us in uniting the society. And she left us with a message of confidence and hope that among all countries today, it is India which is standing out as one that is filled with confidence, that filled with hope, and every section of the society is looking forward to its future.
Indeed. Thank you for that overview, Mr. Iyer. Now, looking at the substance of her address, she sought to lay out the priorities of a government as well. What, in your estimation, were some of those priorities?
If I were to summarize it in one word, the way the government is looking at it, that is by way of empowerment of the citizens. And that empowerment is at various levels, making the system more, what the Prime Minister has always said, ease of doing business, and doing away with a lot of practices that do not make any sense today. That's why she referred to how many laws which were obsolete have been done away with. And also how young people are making their mark because the system is recognizing them, is promoting them, is hand-holding them, be it sports, be it space, be it engineering, be it creating world-class infrastructure, or be it in area of science. I mean, everywhere what you are seeing is youth are in the forefront. And particularly, she referred to how entrepreneurs, young people are turning entrepreneurs. No one is, stepping out of college or university looking for a job. A lot of young people are today looking at how they can become business leaders themselves, how they can start up something, get the necessary assistance from the government, from the system, and move forward so that they in turn can create projects and jobs where they become employers, not just employees. This new spirit that has come because of the changes ushered in by this government. And similarly, particularly the weaker sections, they are seeing now the system is more responsive to their requirements, to their needs, and this hand-holding is actually an act of great empowerment.
Indeed, just to amplify the last bit, Mr. Iyer, the President, in my estimation, if I were, if I were asked, she spoke about how the focus is now shifted to participatory democracy, where people are increasingly becoming involved in good governance processes, and it's turning into a mass movement of sorts. But coming back to the other big thread or strand of her address, what did you make of her references to the economy, about the strong fundamentals of the Indian economy and her government's reforms process as well?
Well, we went through a very, very bad patch, particularly after the COVID. And it left, there was not a single sector that was left untouched. But once the COVID, was conquered, we saw how the government responding with special packages for different sector, particularly with it's a small sector, medium scale sector. And after that, a lot of innovative approaches were taken by the government. And that has resulted today, there is a sense of confidence in the industry, in the trade. Yes, a lot more has to be done by the industry themselves to see that our manufacturing sector picks up, and so that we are able to create demand. And also, as the Prime Minister has been calling for, as he said it in his radio address today also, we need to do more of products that are zero defect and take pride by making products that can be marketed everywhere as made in India. Now, these exercises are now receiving a lot of attention, and government has been guiding manufacturers and entrepreneurs to see that that we move into that class where people will feel if it is made in India, it has got to be the best. So by encouraging these things, what we are doing is we are seeing that our economy fires on all cylinders, and we are able to take advantage of the markets that are being created and the markets of the future also.
Absolutely. Mr. Iyer, the President also spoke at some length on her government's foreign and defense policies, and Operation Sindur came in for a special mention.
Yes, and Operation Sindur particularly for two reasons. One, this was one occasion, I would say, where India made it clear, what it says is what it means.
True.
And we have been saying it for long, that terrorism and talks cannot go together. Terrorism and supply of water will not go together. And once that horrible thing happened in Pahalgam in April last year, after that, the retribution by our armed forces was very precise, and we demolished several terrorist training centers, and even the Pakistan military bases had to take a severe hit. That was a very clear message to the handlers as well as to people who are executing this terrorism act, that India will no longer tolerate any such kind of, act against humanity. And it's now a stated policy that India cannot be cowed down by, talk of a nuclear
blackmail.
Threat.
Yeah.
Blackmail, that the Prime Minister also made it very clear. And secondly, that India would do whatever it takes to protect its citizens, to protect its territory. And terrorism would be fought with full might, no matter those who sponsor terrorism manage to, influence people in other countries and try to make out as if they are the victims and not the perpetrators.
Indeed. And as we wrap this up, Mr. Iyer, as is the custom, the President has approved the conferment of 131 Padma Awards this year. Your thoughts on this year's awardees? Anything in it that stood out for you?
One thing that which has been a continuing trend since this government came is to honor our unsung heroes.
Right.
So you are seeing a lot of people from different walks of field who have done fantastic work, and by giving them this award, their work has come to the limelight.
True.
And the second thing is we are remembering some of the great Indians who are no longer amidst us, including our legendary actor Dharmender, and also V.S. Achuthanandan. He has been awarded for his contribution. He passed away last year at the age of 101. And one thing you notice, Rameshji, that many people who do not belong to, who are from a different political spectrum, they have been also honored. I mean, that's a very significant thing.
Absolutely. Indeed. All right, on that note, Mr. Iyer, thank you for joining us, and a pleasure as always to talk to you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, and still to come on DD India News Hour.